I like this. I like it a lot. I missed you guys. I feel like it's been a long time. I know it hasn't. Um, I feel just as weird as you do. I feel just as weird as everybody does. Hi, Mary. Carrie Ann's here. So is Kim Wiseman, of course. Almost forgot. Tampa B, what? It's freezing in your house? When I stayed at Barb's house, I said it out loud and I didn't think she heard me. I was doing my hair in the bathroom and I said, "It is unreasonably cold in here." Her house was like my parents' house. Twas Arctic, you guys. Twas Arctic. Speaking of Tampa Bay, um, guys, first of all, hello everybody. Marie Marion's here. Kenya, Rachel Harmon, Jilbo, I'm glad you're not late today. We still love you either way. Judy Lee, Regina Smith, Marsha, love your frames. You know, I haven't worn these in a while and they're kind of busy, Marsha, but I like busy sometimes. And SPTV fan, I haven't answered your message. I haven't answered about 600 messages. Since my live the other day, I've gotten quite a few messages of nothing but support, by the way. I just want to say, you guys bring me to tears quite often. I've been emotional the last few days, and I just want to tell you thank you. We're going to get into that too. Fancy Nancy, Susan P., Aletha Rose, Carrie Wilson, Sugarloaf, you're so cute. Hey, Joel Sachs, Janet G. Thank you, babe. Armine, Ditto Deb, Kathy Ann, thank you for modding. Thank you to all the mods. Bo, let's not overdo it. Linda Perales, Ladybug Melissa, Pamela SP Butterfly. Oh, there's my girl. Driving back from meeting an angel. I love you, Reese. Guys, I spent 3 hours, might have been even longer, this afternoon having lunch with Dawn in Wyoming. Is that the most special thing you've ever heard? She lives in Wyoming. That maybe you guessed, maybe you didn't. You know, some people would, some people may not. And we're not going to judge either way. But in fact, you would be right if you were guessing. Dawn lives in Wyoming, folks. But Dawn came here to visit. She's got some family here, and we made it work. And we went to lunch together, and I love her so much. Dawn, thank you for lunch today and the excellent time and conversation. Treasure Rescue, aka Queen Bean, that's so cute. DNV, hey, Diana H. I missed you too, guys. I was a little sad last night, but I didn't want to trample on Miriam's feet. We were doing the fundraiser last night, and so I just took a night off after doing that fundraiser. I didn't want to take away from that. So I missed you guys, though. Please know that. Kiki, love you, girl. Yvonne, Gizmo, Joe Virus. You're getting ready to go get groceries? Get some truffle cheese. Tracy's here. Marissa. Yo, Andy Joe. That is so cute. Hey, Leo. Love Maddie. But first, coffee. Hey, Susie. Mary is here. E. Barons. Miss Sunrise Dawn, of course, modding for us. Meredith Lynn, EVM, Turtle Tutor, Mama's Life, Tanya, Lori E. Oh, I love Pajama Pixie. Aren't we beautiful tonight? Are we, though? I have to talk about it. Gretchen Only. Love you, girl. Hey, Brian Lucas. Nico. Guys, I just want to say, too, I'm seeing a lot of green. This is still so cool to me. I don't understand the membership thing yet, but a lot of you have become members, and I just want to say thank you. That helps me a lot. And in return, I'd like to, I'm doing stuff too, right? I don't really know. I don't know how it works yet, but trust me, we're going to make it work. And I just want to say seriously, thank you for everybody who's done it. ASAP Lizzie. That's why her house is so cold. Dust mites don't breed under 68 degrees. Guess what else doesn't breed under 68 degrees? Human beings, because you can't. It's too cold to get down. Paula Puffer, Bonnie Lucas, Wendy's here, Buffy Summers. I love Buffy Summers. You said the nicest thing in the Facebook group, and I just love you, girl. Lauren S., Barefoot April, Kim Greenleaf, Abigail. You like the glasses, the busy glasses, Abigail. I knew you would. I had a feeling. Mara's here, Kestrel 42. Oh my God, Mary O, this is weird. I was thinking about you yesterday. I was looking at my journal and I was like, where is Mary Osborne? I haven't seen her for a minute. And I started to worry, and you've probably been here all along. And what do I know? But I got concerned, and I just want you to know you've lifted that concern. Thank you so much. Malarkey, Scorching Scorpio. I was going to say, I don't recognize you. Lurker here. That's adorable. Thank you for coming out of your tiny shell. You may go back in now if you need to. Hey, Liz Tricks. Skyrider is my life. I read your email this morning and I need to respond. I cried a little. Skywriter is amazing. I'm not going to share too much because it's private, but just know that woman is amazing. And she is hugely supportive of other women, which I especially love, women supporting women. I just think it's kind of an up and coming thing in some parts of society. And I've always been a big woman supporter. But I love it. And I just, Skywriter, I really love you, girl. I really love you, Jen. Positive life, inappropriate F. I already said hi to you, but you know what? You're so cute. Let's do it twice. Garland Robinson. Oh, hell no. Hey, babe. Love you, Rain Virus. Have fun getting groceries. Hey, Ev Barney. Nick, No Knack. King's Kid. Thank you for being a member. Midwest Living. I love you. Lena with the lid off. You emailed me. So many of you have emailed me. And I really appreciate it. Chow Yun Smut. Hey, girl. Jojo. Hi from the UK. Mimi's Love. So sweet. Thank you. Maisie Shiloh. Keela's here. I love Keela. Susan Miller from Portugal. Love you, girl. And look who it is. Mr. Reed, the legend, guys. He's a legend, Blake Reed. I love Blake Reed. Everybody loves Blake Reed. And if you don't, you shouldn't be here, honestly. I love him so much. You can assure me that cheese will be purchased. I knew that about you guys. Hey, Teresa. Elena Rainerman. Yeah, last night was really special. I was only on for 20 minutes, but that was amazing. I'm so glad I got to meet Miriam. Guys, I'm doing a live with her on Saturday, and I really look forward to it. I have a feeling it's going to be fairly emotional. Rosalang, I don't know if I said your name. I just clicked on your name. Hey, Kimmy Steele, Zelda Z, Matrix Rabbits here. Are we doing a roll call for too long? I already feel like the hate coming off. There's going to be some people that go, somebody, oh my God, left a note on a live the other day. And she was like, I've tried to like your channel. She said, but you spend way too much time doing nothing. You don't get to the point and roll call is too long. This girl literally said, if you're willing to change all of that, I will stay a subscriber. What is wrong with people? Do you see the words that you're typing? I was really nice too. I wrote her back and I said, I'm actually not going to change because I don't know if you know, but this is me and that's you. And I live in here and you live in your head. And I'm not going to change for you. But I love that you can go find another channel. And I hope you do. And I wish you the best. And, have a happy St. Patrick's Day. Honestly, be safe driving and get an Uber if you need to. Hey, Noelle, Dawn M, Sean P, Lisa Kelson. You're not late tonight. I love that. Carol Lauren, you like my hair this way? Thank you for saying that. Roberta, love you, girl. I'm just catching up, guys. Judy Lee, what you said to Miriam touched me the most. I forgot you said the reason you started questions. Yes, that's right. Hey, Alicia. Thank you, Pamela SP. Hey, Island Life. Cindy Mack. Thank you, Cindy Mack. Hey, Susie G. Rachel Harmon, you want these glasses? I got these on eBay, girl, because I found them in an optical and I liked them. These are, I really like Tory Burch frames. I don't love much else, Tory Burch. I do love her sneakers. I don't care for her bags. Everything else is too mainstream for me. But these are the Tory Burch brand, TY2113U. Just type that into eBay. I think I got these for like $50 and then I took them to Costco and put some lenses in. I love our subject tonight too, Kim Leaf. If we ever get to it, that would be great. But you know how we are. Hey, Ken, Snake, the Dabbler. Thank you, Helen Davis. Deanna Downey. Hey, babe. Feel bad. I don't want to leave anybody out. Robin V. Martha Slemmer. I love Martha Slemmer. Been struggling just like you, friend. Hope you're better. Thank you, Mary O. I'm just glad you're here. I'm sorry that you're struggling as well. But thank you for being here. I really was kind of worried. Hi, Kim Cazzoli. Cute name. Feral Cheryl. Hey, babe. How cute. Aaron Cooper's here. Rhoda's here. Thank you. You want to say you're proud of me? Thank you, Rhoda. That is such a nice thing to say. Mark Hardman. I love Mark Hardman. Everybody knows it. 4 minutes late, 4 minutes of Reese. I'll never get back. Oh my God, Mark. He's hilarious. He's going on the cruise. I couldn't be more excited. Tony Lynn Packus, Wisconsin Barb. Helen Davis. Are you sure? Hi from Alaska. I am sure. And that's such a cool name. Beachcomber. Hey, babe. Ooh, I think I might be behind. Annika's mom. Nurse Betsy. Ooh, it's too cold in your house, girl. Treasure Rescue, aka Queen Bee. We already said your name, but it's so cute. We said it again. Hey, Cindy B. Blake, I'll never stop. Hey, Tinker Mom. Lisa Marie. Amy Joe. Good Lord. Somebody had a question and I just went past it. Dang, I don't know. I think I lost it. Hold on. Oh, question. Can you not become a member on mobile, Tony Lynn? I got no idea, girl. I don't know how that works. Hey, Info Dump Truck. We're here for the nothing. I know, it's kind of weird. It was funny. She was like, if you're willing to change, I'll stay as a subscriber. I was like, you know what? I think I'm willing to lose it. I think I drop a few a day. It's okay. Hey, Matt's mom forever. They can tune in a little later. I usually wait about 15 minutes myself. You know, some people don't like the roll call, and it's not that I'm doing it as a real roll call. It's not a Scientology thing, even though that's a Scientology thing. I'm doing it because I love to see you guys and you mean everything to me. So I want people to feel heard. This is a place where we do that. So it's not like a everybody line up. I truly do like seeing everyone. I like to see everybody's names, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your life to be here. I know I'm excited about the chat with Miriam. Tony Lynn, you became a member. Thank you. Hef. I'd start all over with roll call just to be petty. I knew it. That is so inappropriate, Hef. Can always count on her for that. Marty Jewel, first time comment and lurker since day one. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for saying something. Hey, Onyx. Debbie Lima. Claudia M. I like it. I like it. I'm just scrolling down, guys. I'm trying to get caught up. Rochelle Brown. The mods can send you a link for your iPhone. Okay. Hey, VT Kitten. Okay, Texas Kate. Hey, Angie Mo. I agree, Kestrel. Don't worry. Not changing. Roll call gives it a personal touch. I like roll call. It's not just name calling. Like, I truly get excited. How many of you have I responded to and said, I love seeing you in the chats? Like, I light up when I see you guys. I mean it. It's amazing to look at the number of 500 people watching. It really energizes me. And I just feel excited to see you guys every day. I love it every day. I absolutely love a shout out from Reese. Martha Slemmer, you're the cutest thing ever. Why wouldn't you? God, I loved your lip stain you were wearing that day. Martha Slemmer is a babe. Cindy Edge, you got a lurk tonight? Ooh, my daughter's in surgery right now for an intestinal. Oh my God. Just wanted to say hi. Okay, everybody, we're thinking about Cindy Edge's daughter. We pray, we send thoughts. It doesn't matter. Let's just all lift her up in our thoughts. I'm sorry, Cindy. I hope she's all right. Kestrel, so we're Resketeers. That is cute. Damsel Danny. Mark Hardman. Wow. God, I still am just overjoyed when I see that. I didn't even know you could gift memberships. That is such a cool concept. You keep your house at 66 year round. Oh, okay, Patty. I won't be staying with you when I travel. Joel Sachs says, Reese, the reason why I watch is because of who you are. Don't change for anyone. Well, Joel, I know how you feel about me, and you know how I feel about you. I love Joel. Hey, JD. Silver Lining's a lurker from day one. Hey, Reese, you keep doing you. Thank you. Thank you for speaking out. Oh, Robin, struggling here too. Being here is helpful. I love that, babe. Chow Yan Smut, you're struggling hard too, but doing my best. And I'm deciding whether to try to teach myself how to use dip powder for my nails. Well, I did the dip, but I didn't do it myself. I think you can do it, Cricket. I have no doubt. And I'm sorry that you're struggling as well, babe. Gina Erickson, thank you for becoming a member. Josiah, welcome. Hey, Bell Notes. Adkent. I'd love it if you'd conform to my idea of who you ought to be. Quote, some a-hole. Oh my God. If that isn't the truth, it's no joke. Okay. Hey, Sharon Spaghetti. Hey, Brenda. Sylvia Perez. Thank you. Hey, Sean P. Joanne Ventrilla. Michael Wincoop. Jeanette Rexford. Oh man, you guys, 66 degrees is so cold. Hey, Bo. Claudia M., you love this channel. Thank you. Cheetah Barbie, thank you. Thank you, Tony P. Hockey Mom, hey. We have a hockey guy in here. That's interesting. We have a hockey mom too. Miss Wallflower, I love roll call. Always listening at work. Makes me smile to hear you call out all the familiar names. I love that. And I don't recognize your name. So thank you, babe. Thank you for speaking up and your super chat. Who are you supposed to be if not you? Yeah. Gina Erickson. I'm always here. I don't chat much, but I love this community so much. So do I. This is truly a community. It's not fake. It's very real. And hey, Deeming. On bed rest, sprained my knee picking up my 10-pound dog. I'm officially old. Oh my God, that's awful. Deeming, that sucks for you. Can you take some like an anti-inflammatory? Hi, Fancy Face. OBG Foster. Oh my God, I'm finally caught up. Dazed by dogs. I know you just left a cult, but could you just follow my rules? A total jerk. Yes, that's exactly how it went. So now that we're caught up. Hey, Cat ACDC fan. Love you, girl. Say hello to Uncle Dave. So what's going on with you guys? I had a great day. Here, let me show you the picture, actually. So Dawn in Wyoming is so cute. God, she's cute. Sadly, I wasn't as cute because I look super shiny. I don't know why. I use a mattifying powder. Doesn't seem to matter. Hey, Robin Miners. Mama said not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehaving. There you go, Robin. Look at how cute Dawn in Wyoming is. We went and had Mexican food today, and she's the cutest little thing. She's just a little tiny, just a baby squirrel. Just a little baby squirrel girl. She's so cute. I love her so much. She took me to lunch, and we spent hours in a booth just chatting, and it was so much fun. So that was good. I had therapy this morning. That was good. I went and Brooke Elliott, I love you to pieces just as much. Oh, she's still in here. Dawn, you better not be driving, girl. BS, she's so cute. I could be cuter though if my forehead wasn't so damn shiny. It doesn't photograph very well. Yeah, she is a tater tot, Mario. Dawn in Wyoming. Where did you get Mexican? A place in Lee's Summit called Carmen's. It was really good. Wasn't that the name? There's also a Carmen's Italian place down in Brookside. Am I confusing it? When will I be in Clearwater again? Hopefully soon, Big Z. Hopefully very soon. You have friends, Reese. Ain't it grand? Carrie Ann, it is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Hey, Uncle Dave. Oh my God. Hey, Uncle Dave. Love you. I'm glad you chatted with us. It is, I find nothing's been better so far in my life than having you guys. I mean that. Look, Huxley is, of course, my child. He's my life. He's my pride and joy. He's at the top of my list. The second person on my list would be Fred, right? Because Fred introduced me to myself. Fred brought so much joy to me and light that I had never experienced. But that is now amplified. It's like Fred times a billion. It's Fred on steroids. This channel has lifted me up like Fred did, but even more. So that's my fear, is I'm going to lose you guys. My biggest fear now is I'm going to lose my channel, or I'm going to say something and people are going to leave, or I'm going to do something that you don't agree with. And I'm afraid that's going to happen. Now, a lot of you, I don't think that would ever happen. I know a lot of you privately, and you wouldn't do that. So I don't know. It's an irrational fear. Hey, Riley's human, Sean's wifey, welcome. A light diffusing powder. Aaron Cooper, I use 2 different light diffusing powders. Marissa Martin, yeah. Hi, Anita Card. I love Anita Card. Liz, are you doing a live with Sterling soon? How about Natalie Webster? You would be great together. I'd love to. Last night would have been something with Sterling, but we did the fundraiser and we didn't want to go on top of that. So yes, Sterling and I are going to stick to Sundays. He is going to be out of town pretty soon, I think. So that'll change it up a little, but don't worry. We're going to be on track. I promise. Natalie Webster, I definitely want to do something with. I just haven't pinned it down. Carrie Bruton, baby steps. Thank you for becoming a new member. Keela, I love you, girl. Oh, Amy, 27, not far, right? I know, Dazed by Dogs. It's probably an irrational fear. Bison, I believe I did. I just opened some packages actually this morning, and I have some more I just picked up from the P.O. box that I haven't opened. So yes, I did. I just got them, and then I went to therapy. Actually, I'm really thankful that you sent those to me. I've never owned coloring books before. And I was like, ooh. And then somebody sent me, I need to go look at the name. Literally, I opened and left. Somebody sent me some really cool, wait, I don't think I did get your coloring books. Did I? I'll have to go look. If I did, I'll message you. Actually, what I'm thinking of, I think, is colored pencils. Somebody sent me colored pencils, and I could not be more excited about it. I've never owned either one, coloring books or coloring pencils. I mean, I've used them when I was like in grade school, but I've never owned them in my own home. So I'm quite excited about this actually, and it seems like it could be therapeutic. Oh my God. A lunch meetup at Ponax or Manny's. Those are my 2 top favorite Mexican places in Kansas City. So either one, yes, either one I'd love to. Patty, thank you for becoming a member. We are not your father. We are not going to abandon you. Thank you for reminding me of that, actually, Tracy. Hey, Curious Wendy. I know, guys. Airstream Patty. I'm so excited about this subscriber situation. Thank you, Casey429. Hey, Yadira. That's a good point, Robin. That's not irrational at all. It's your default setting that you're changing. That's a good point. Liv's mom. It's a great day not to be at a cult team. Better day to catch a live with the beautiful, relatable. I love you, Carol. God, I just love her. She's so cute, you guys. I wish you could see her. I've seen her, and she is so squeezy cute. I want to get a hold of her real bad, not in a creepy way. Hey, Glitter and Ammo. Yeah, DNB, the fear is normal because of your experiences. Trust us when we say we won't leave you. When you guys point that out, it actually makes a lot of sense that I would feel that way. Hi, Dee Dee. I wish you would realize how beautiful you really are. Look at it this way. If someone leaves, they didn't belong here anyway. Yes. Thank you, Dee Dee. You're right. You're right. I am accepting that way more than ever. Way more than ever. What's your favorite Mexican food besides enchiladas? Probably like a burrito, Blakey, but I also really love quesadillas. That's probably a burrito, like a bean burrito. Or if I went to Chipotle, of course I usually get a burrito bowl there, but if I got a burrito at Chipotle, it would be a veggie burrito. So I like burritos. Carrie Ann, yeah, I've never had a coloring book before. Looks like it would be something good for me. Mara, only because I haven't been home yet today. I have not looked, but I think actually I have a feeling it's in my house. Mara sent me a package, guys, and I guess it arrived the night or the day before I went to Clearwater. And Jeff picked up packages while I was in Clearwater, and it's probably somewhere where I don't know where he would have put it, but we're missing a package from Mara. And Mara, don't worry. Yes, I have that. I even screenshot our conversation so I can remind myself. I'll probably do it after the live tonight. I just literally got home before I hopped on. Hey, Peace Lady. What's this, Armine? Did you get Queen Gertrude, Petunia, Malin, Tiny, Prancy Toes crown? No, I did not. And that could be, so right before I got home, I stopped at the store and I picked everything up. It's sitting on the kitchen counter because I haven't opened anything, and I hope there's a crown in there. Oh my God. Armine sends the most crazy, amazing gifts. Live with Lady Code this week. Yes, Patty, Friday. Friday. I'm a little scared about that because I'm having my teeth fixed on Thursday, and she's going to cut this gum to match the rest of my gums. And I'm like, ooh, is that going to hurt or look weird? Like, am I going to be looking weird on the live? I hope not. Oh, I love Chipotle so much, Martha. I wish we would have had it together, but I was with Dawn in Wyoming today, so maybe another day. Hey, Seashell. Thank you, Seashell. You got a burrito from Chipotle yesterday for the first time in a long time. I got steak, cheese, pinto beans, and guac. Ooh, I bet that was good. Minus the steak for me, but it sounds amazing. Jeanette, thank you for becoming a member, babe. Guys, really, truly, thank you for becoming members. Yeah. So that's part of actually the weird mental habits. I just wanted to kind of well, coconuts. I don't usually comment, but I have to say you look so much like my niece when your hair is straight. Well, that's cool. I'm honored. Thank you. I can't decide if I like it better straight or like that curly wave. I don't know. I kind of like both. Depends. Okay, Brenda, that's what I figured. Guys, so the weird mental habits. I had therapy today, which was great. Leaping Lena, I've missed you too, girl. Hold on, I got to read that. I've had the gum trimming. It's no biggie. They sort of cauterize it, not anything that will look grotesque. That's what she said. That's what the dentist said. She was like, it's not like bad like you think it would be. Okay, good, good. Heifer, don't get yourself in any trouble, girl. I know you love me. Hey, Mark Johnson. Oh my God, Armina, you're so cute. After seeing her be extra needy on Thursday's live, I was like, yeah, she needs a. Armine can read her thoughts. Yes, Susie, the cutting board is hilarious. I did get that, and I just recently opened that. That is hilarious. And I got your shark that you sent me too, or shark, not a shark, alligator. You and Allison Byrne each sent me an alligator, and I think that's so funny. Speaking of Allison Byrne, Susie, thank you for that. Where has she been? Has anybody seen her? I feel like I haven't seen her. Dawn, you give up on what? Don't make me nervous. Thank you, Brooke Elliott. Thank you, Judy Dolan. So, weird mental habits. Mark Johnson, thank you. Weird mental habits. So, I had therapy today. I need to get back to what I was saying. This is what people get mad at me about the most, by the way. When I get bad feedback, it's you do a subject and then you like talk to people and it gets annoying. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes. It's the way the world works and it's the way the Lord would want it as well. And I'm telling you right now because Gert told me. Paula Puffer, thank you for gifting memberships. I still think that's so cool. Hey, Courtney G. So I had a good therapy session today. Love you, LaBones Creations. Guys, lipstick. I love that color. Guess what I've started doing? I'm bringing my lipsticks down to show you because so many people ask and I don't know. ADHD streaming style, no joke. I used to make fun of Aaron for that and I think I need to stop. Okay, good. Sarah Robin likes it. All right. So I went to Sephora yesterday and I got 2 more lip stains. It's becoming a problem. I love them and they're cheap. I don't know. I don't care. So I got this color. Looks pretty. Now, the color is not on here, just the number, which you can look it up that way. This is just a Sephora lip stain, cream lip stain. Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't show. It just says made in Italy, 16.9 fluid ounces, but it shows the number, and the number is 55. Okay. Then I bought this Lady Gaga. Oh my God, Martha Slimer, me too, girl. I love the lip stains. Lucy says hi, Reese. Love Lucy. Love you, Laura. I do too. The generosity of the gifted memberships is crazy. You saying PTSD for me or Reese? Because the answer is yes, regardless. That's true. Okay, Mario, send me an email. Do lip stains stay on better than lipstick? Oh, 100%. These things don't come off. Okay. I knew my flashlight was on. I was trying to read it. Love you, Pat Kimbrell. You feel ignored? Hamina, don't feel ignored. I love you, girl. I think Dawn's feeling ignored too, and that makes me sad. I bought this Lady Gaga House Labs. It's a lip oil. I don't know. Looked fun. Lip stains, though, this doesn't come off. Okay. It's coming. It will come off because it's wet from this oil. They don't dry my lips out at all. Not at all. I'm addicted to them. I have every color practically, but this is a lip oil and it's kind of, as you can see, the tint is called Tint. They have all different colors, but for whatever reason, this one's called Tint. I think because if you put it on your naked lip, it just gives you a little tint. I'm not going to use that. I put it over the lip stain just to give you a little shimmer, make you flirt a little more. If you're running into a good looking man, you want to have it kind of dolled up like this. Trust me, I know. And they like it too, okay? Because I've surveyed. So that's what we're doing. Thank you, Paris Cashin. You look 10 years younger with straight hair. Really? Good Lord. Wendy Brewer, thank you. First time comment, but I've been watching you since day one. Danny S., I love you, girl. Thank you for that. Yeah, the lip oil is nice. I don't love a lip plumper because of the beeswax or whatever they put in it. I've tried them, but they make my lips feel itchy and I don't like that. What brand is the lip oil? It's Lady Gaga's brand. It's called House Labs. I like it. It's not sticky and it's nice. It's nice. All right, what were we saying? Because I feel like we need to go back to it before somebody gets pissed. So Deb S., I love you, Deb. God, I love Deb S. so much. Okay, Dawn, I got to read this because I don't want her to feel left out. She's feeling left out. My friend bought a lipstick and put it on to show me. She's like, oh my God, my lips are burning. It had a hot, what? Why would you buy a hot pepper lipstick? That sounds horrible. That sounds like something Tommy and his brother would cook up as a mean joke. Mental habits. That is correct. So just weird mental habits, guys, like we were talking about. Like just a second ago when I said my biggest worry is that you're going to leave me. That's an irrational fear, but it's a weird mental habit that I have conditioned myself to believe forever. Kid, it's not going to work out, girl. You're too heavy. You can't be rocking this desk like that. So what's another one? I was thinking about this because, girl, what are you trying to do? Oh, it's so heavy. Here, how do we want to do this? Here, why don't you, let's just lay on the shoulder. Let's just try it. See if you can do it. I know it's normal to be afraid. Well, thank you, Wonder Llama. So I was in therapy today and I was thinking about something and I was, hi, Amber Vanass. Oh God. Oh, okay. She just jumped on a chair. She's fine. Kenya, well, because we're all friends and no one wants to feel left out. Thank you, Wendy Brewer. She scared the ever living out of me. Hey, Amy Edge. Oh, cute. That's adorable, Amy Edge. C. McCarthy. Hey, glad you made it. Hey, Katie Pie. Crystal Dax. Look at that. Guys, that's my stepdaughter. We are the same age. I just want to point that out as we do every time. Crystal Dax gifted 5 memberships. How nice is that? I get it. You found something that you love and you're afraid to lose it. See, Courtney gets it. So here's the thing. I'm in therapy today. Thank you, Crystal. That's so true, Rosaline. And as you guys know, I'm going through something in my household and I was talking about it in therapy and I was like trying to justify stuff away, right? So I'm sitting here going, I wanted to celebrate the fact that I got the job I interviewed for last week. Wanted to pay the good vibes forward. Love you, Reese. You guys, Crystal got the job. Crystal, I love that. Babe, congrats. I wish you would have texted to tell me. That's a big effing deal. I love you, girl. That's amazing. Aw. Kenya, I love you for that. Thank you. Stardust Joy. So guys, how do I get a gifted membership? Paris, sadly, I'm told, see, I didn't even know this, but I'm told that you can't. YouTube just randomly does it. But I think there's like a button that you click to sign up to hopefully get picked. Nancy Stitchin. I love her. You guys, she said the nicest thing. And I'm not going to go into serious detail and all, but let's do it anyway. Where are you, Nance? God, I love Nancy Stitchin. I don't, there's certain people you just really, really click with. Nancy, first of all, thank you for your giant super chat, babe. Um, wait. Yeah, thank you. I've been doing the freelance contract work thing since laid off in January. I'm so excited to have something a bit more stable. And we're excited for you. That's amazing. Guys, Nancy just said we were emailing and she said the nicest thing. She said I've been on the replay crew, but I caught a couple lives. You are such an amazing woman. You're triggering, challenging, inspiring, and helping to heal humans across the map. What's not to love? That hit me like, well, I don't want to say a ton of bricks because you want it to be a good hit. So it slapped me like a warm wind in June. That's better, right? I don't want to be like, that hit me like a ton of bricks. No, because this is a happy thing. It's a happy moment. That slapped me like a warm, soft butterfly wing in a good way. That's how it hit me. And it was so kind. And I just love her so, like a feathery pillow, if you will. Yes, like a goose feather in the wind. Yes. I love Nancy Stitch. And I just, I can't explain it enough. Yeah, it is hard to do in a good way, info dump. So I know I love her so much. I love emailing with Nancy Stitchin. Now she's an important lady and she doesn't have all the time in the world. That's another reason I love her. She spends time emailing me sometimes. She's a big deal. She's a big deal and I love her. Thank you, Nancy. Me too, Kathy Bailey. So guys, Malarkey, thanks for being a new member. Yeah, I love that, Buffy. I got your message. Bo Beats. I love Bo Beats. Thank you, Bo, for becoming a member, babe. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that, Anita. So anyway, guys, back to therapy. You guys know I'm going through some struggles, right? I shared it for the first time. That was hard for me to do. And makes me nervous to share those struggles. But here's the thing. I went to therapy today and hi, Susan Weimer. And in therapy, I'm sitting there with Wyatt and I'm like, we got to come up with a plan. I got to come up with a plan. And I'm like, if we make an excuse for this, then we can kind of bend the truth and tell this individual. I think if you guys kind of catch what I'm getting at, like I'm trying to figure out how to let people know things, right? Like, oh my, look at Nancy. Is she the most generous person you know? Gifted 10 Relatable Reese memberships. Nancy, I love you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Have I replaced my razor? I did order something. Yes, but I haven't used it yet. When I rubbed my chin, I'm rubbing my chin because I have cat hair all over me now because I was holding her. Hey, Boris. Hey, Carol Lauren. So I'm trying to figure out like, but if I put it like this, maybe they'll understand it. If I kind of let them down lightly, guys, what I'm trying to say is my therapist looks at me and he goes, why? Why are you, hey, sorry about that. He said, why are you trying to bend things and like mold things so people take it well? And I said, because I'm nervous. Thank you, Natalie Swanson. Helen Davis, thank you for becoming a member. And he goes, you're doing what you're doing. You made the decision to do it. Just do it. He goes, it doesn't matter how the other person takes it. You're doing it. You're leaving. You're doing it. He was like, so it doesn't really matter how. It kind of was again, that's a simple thing to say, but it was also powerful. Do you know what I mean? Like overthinkers overthink for sure. Kim is blue. Do you guys see what I'm saying though? I don't know. I feel kind of dumb. Does no one understand or is it stupid? Is this a dumb topic? So sorry. Hold on. Okay. Info dump truck. Yeah. Okay. So kind of Brooke Elliott, like permission. Bo Beats, I've made a life decision that I don't really want to talk too much about yet because I haven't figured out a plan. But basically, some boundaries have been crossed and I'm doing something about it. And there's kind of no looking back. There's no way to avoid it. And I've been wanting to do something about it for a long time. This has been going on way longer than my channel. And I'm trying to figure out how to address how I'm going to do something about it and let the other person know. And the way I'm doing that is not sleeping, overthinking, panicking, tearing off my fingernails, avoiding, dodging it. Um, yes, Pamela. So I go to therapy and I'm like, so here's the plan. If I try to kind of wedge it in and say it like this, and like I'm just so nervous. And he looked at me and he was like, who cares? Honestly, like you don't want to hurt people intentionally, but like say what you need to say. Who cares? And what episode did I talk about it? It was it said follow up to last night's talk or something. It was like 2 days ago, Bo. Yeah, and so I'm scared, guys. I got to be honest. I've not felt this much fear in a long time. Like somebody said to me once, you left Scientology. What are you worried about here? Well, did I leave Scientology? Not really. You know, I was forced out of Scientology. I would have never left Scientology. I would be in this moment right now, probably at the org doing some form of a service, being a slave. I would have never left Scientology on my own volition. I just wouldn't have. The stakes were too high and there was too much to lose. So it's a little different. This is me doing something and having to make a decision on my own. Um, yeah, Fancy Nancy. Yeah, Skywriter. I like that too. I'm just frightened, guys. I'm very, very, very nervous about this. You're right, Anita Card. Um, yeah, E. Garrett, absolutely. So I'm trying to come up with a plan that's like best for everybody and doesn't hurt anybody. And it's like, you know, I don't know that that's going to be possible. And I'm just trying to face things so it's not all at once, and that I can think clearly enough to go, what do I want? Where do I want to go? Because I don't know those options yet. And just trying to like pace myself financially. This is going to be a huge change for me financially, and I need to make sure it's a leap I can take. Honestly, I don't know that I can. I'm trying to make the YouTube channel a bit of a career for myself, and I know it's possible. Now, I'm not as big as Aaron, and nowhere near that, but I think it's possible to grow and spread our wings and spread the healing, and you know, hopefully make it into something at some point. And so that's a goal for me going forward. You know, that's part of my goal. I want to be able to support myself and Huxley. And I always admire women who can do that. And I'd like to be one of them. I think that would be really cool. Yeah. I love Better Together. Still crying 3 days after my therapist said, if you are in a healthy relationship of any kind, someone hurts you, you should only have to ask them one time not to do that again. I asked so many people for years, one time. Wow. Hi, Claire with an I. That really puts stuff into perspective, doesn't it? That's what I mean. Too many boundaries here have been crossed. Jeanette Rexford, wouldn't your mom and sister be there for you? Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult situation. But yes, of course they would emotionally. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Beverly. Crystal says, take that feeling you're feeling now, which is totally valid, and just know that in a couple years, more or less, you will be so much happier. You'll look back and be proud of how far you've come. Crystal, thank you. And you and I should probably talk more because it helps me. I feel good when I talk to you about it, but I also don't want to lay my problems on you too much and take advantage. Thank you, Chris 10M. That's so cute, Laura. Thank you, nothing but love. Fancy Nancy, thank you for your super sticker, babe. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. You're so nice. Thank you, Pamela. Just the thought is nice. Thank you. Hey, Koala Crafts. Thank you, Liv's mom. Hey, Marie J. Liz R., have you talked to your family? Absolutely. My family has known about this for a long time. Bits and pieces. I haven't shared um, the heavy parts of this, the parts that no one knows that are pretty bad. I haven't shared that, and I don't really intend to. There's no reason. I'm not trying to make anybody look bad. That's not the point. The point is just you guys need to know this because it's going to involve a change. And also, you guys are my friends, and I know you support me. So I like sharing it with you. I'm just also fearful of what's going to, the backlash of it, you know? Turtle Tutor, yes. Huxley does, no. Dazed by Dogs, I agree. But so thank you, Katie Pie. Elizabeth Bates. Oh my God, I love her so much, you guys. She is such a babe. We're kind of connected, I have to be honest. I mean, if you can't tell by that, we're pretty connected. I love that one. Um, you're right, Paris. And that's true too, Info Dump Truck. You're right, Blake Reed. So it's just I didn't know that. Did anybody else know this? I have a cat hair in my lip gloss. You need to set up Amazon store with links to products you like. Even Sephora lip stains are there. Amazon links to your store is a way YouTubers can make a lot of money. What? I've never even heard of that. Although I don't know how to make money. I've never been good at it. It's never been much of a priority for me, which is weird because I want to, now more than ever, I want to support myself. I want to be able to pay for things. I've always kind of skated by and not cared. Money is not, I get something, I want something, I get it usually. Like I save for it, I figure out a way, but I don't like blow money like crazy. Would I move to Tennessee, Lazar? Probably not. Thank you, Linda Perales. Sandra, so I'm just having a tough time right now in my relationship. That's what I'm talking about. I'm struggling in my relationship at home. That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. I work with people on money mindset. I would love to coach you as a gift. That's amazing. Thank you, Damsel Danny. Oh my God. Guys, off topic. Okay. Tampa B is hilarious. When I went to visit her, um, oh my God, she gave me a really cool curling iron thing and she taught me how to use it, but I don't use hot tools because I burned myself. Does anybody notice anything on my forehead? I burned my forehead. I like laid it right on my forehead and it hurt for like 4 hours. And you know what's super cool is I had to go get my passport photo done today. So it's permanent for the next 10 years. I will think of Tampa B every time, every single time. And it's hilarious. That's amazing. Nothing but love. Yeah. I mean, I have recommended a lot of things that people have purchased. Thank you, Amber. Wendy Brewer, I love you, girl. Hey, it's Sandy McKenna popping in for a quick hey. Allergies have me looking like Marty Feldman. I don't think I know who that is, but I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Do you guys have allergies in Florida? That sucks. Sandy, I hope you get better, girl. I hate that. Thank you, Dazed by Dogs. Money means more. That's what I'm trying to say. Money means more to me now than ever. Not because I'm like, I want things. I want to support myself. I want to be able to go and get an apartment or a home. Or I used to be able to do that. I mean, I had a job where I've never made more than 40,000 a year. I mean, I've never had a job where I made more than that, guys. I don't have very many skills, but I still owned my own home and I was able to make things work. I think one year I made 45,000 with bonuses and I was like blown away by it. So I mean, I just want to be able to support myself. That's all. I'm scared and fearful that I won't be able to. Katie Pie, love you, girl. Thank you, lovely birds. I know I burned my forehead off. Oh, so embarrassed. Jeff watches your live streams. Probably, probably. I'm sure things are going to hit the fan here real soon. I agree, Paris. Oh, Paula, if you're going to make this your career, you need to treat it like a business. I don't know what that means, Paula, but I agree with you. And thank you for your super chat. John Van Geest, I don't know. I'm just struggling. I'm having a hard time right now. That is hilarious, Kristen. No, that's one of Gertie's beds, that rainbow thing. Yeah, it was a bummer. I can get a job, guys. I've worked my entire life. I've been working. Elizabeth Bates. I've been working since I was at the Church of Scientology at 13. I mean, working isn't a problem. It's just I hope that I can make more money, like have the freedom to make more money. And I would love to make a job out of this. I think there's ways to do it. I've talked to people. So yeah, I think there's ways to do it. It sounds like people in here are willing to reach out and help me, like a coaching type thing. I think it's possible. I mean, we've got over 20,000 now. We're getting more and more. Can someone post my email address? Thank you, John. Amber, you cannot do that when you're only 2 years in. And I wouldn't anyway. No, I was never a CNA. I didn't do that side of senior living. I was a sales and marketing director for a senior living community. Yeah, I want to make money doing something I love. Yeah, Lulu, that's a good point. Hey, Rosie B. I love Dawn in Wyoming. Thank you, nothing but love. I love you, Brooke Elliott. I like that. When you met your partner, you have had major daddy issues, but working on yourself, you will change your needs of partners closer to your age, not judging in any way. That could be. I mean, that absolutely. I could see that. Yeah, I think so many few things have happened to you in the past year. It's understandable about how you are feeling. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love you, Brian Lucas. Thank you. Hey, Tinker Lou. It's just so like here's the thing though. The thing I really wanted to, Beth Smith, that's happening on Wednesday. The thing I really wanted to, you're right, Armine. I agree with that. The thing I also really wanted to talk about today was the weird mental habits when I say that. So I was talking about it in therapy and just like the fear. Yes, it is Elizabeth Bates, 100%. The fear of the unknown and the situation that I'm in has gotten bad enough. Um, hey, yarn prepper, that, like I said, the boundaries have really been crossed. Really, really terrible things, right? So I'm in therapy today and I was like, but maybe I should stay because I'm comfortable here. Maybe I should stay because I have this nice home. Maybe it's not that bad. It's only bad 50% of the time. I mean, I've been saying that to myself for over a year now, way before this channel started. And it's just gotten a lot worse. Things have really declined. And that's the weird mental habits I'm talking about. Why do we do that? That's what I want to know. Took an hour to get there, but why do we do that? Paris, a fundraiser. You know, it's weird that you say that. Tommy said he was going to start one because he can make it so that YouTube doesn't take the 30%, like as long as it's shown that it's a fundraiser. I don't know. And I'm not comfortable with that. We've talked about this before. I'm not comfortable asking people for money. I don't feel right about it. I don't think it's, I don't like the, coming from Scientology, victims are not a thing. So the whole poor me, help me, ugh, I don't like it. It's a turn off for me. So that's all I'm going to say. It makes me feel weird, but people have helped me. People have Venmoed me like crazy. People have reached out since I started this channel and out of the goodness of their souls. And so I'm not going to reject that because people are doing it because they want to. And I think that's cool. I think that's totally acceptable and appropriate. I don't think it's acceptable to post a link and be like, here's my link to pay me money because I need help. I don't like that. I just don't. I don't. If you want to do it, great. I'm never going to ask though. And I think it's weird. Fear and self-doubt. Thank you, Bo Beats. It's such like a, hi, Jules Rainbow Bunny. It's such a self abuse thing. Kat, I said that for almost 50 years, just got worse and worse. I get it. Love you so much. Kat, I love you too, babe. Yeah, the unknown is uncomfortable. You tolerated a cult. Yeah, I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. I actually think that has a lot to do with it. I think I was used to high control. And I think you meet somebody who's super controlling or abusive. And when you're used to that environment from birth, somebody said something to me recently and it made me lose my shit. I'm not going to lose my shit now. I feel okay about it. But I'm going to tell you right now, a good friend said to me, you know how you talk about, she knows all the details, by the way. This person happens to be an attorney, but also a friend. And so I told her all the details. And she was like, that's horrific. Like, that's absolutely unacceptable. And she said, you came from a very high control environment. And she said, I'm going to tell you something that's may hurt your feelings. It did not hurt my feelings at all. She said, you know how when you talk about Fred and you say like, Fred treated me like a queen. Fred always lifted me up, which he did. Fred always made me feel good about myself. As a matter of fact, Fred would not let me tear myself down. He would never let me kick my own ass. I tried and he wouldn't allow it. He's the only man I've ever been with that treated me so gold, right? You know what she said to me? She said, I don't want to hurt your feelings here, but that wasn't unusual. She said, Fred is the norm. She said, Fred is how you should be treated. That's just expected in the real world. And she said, everything else you've experienced is not the norm. That's only normal because that's what you've been in since you were born. And it totally opened my eyes. And it made me sad. I cried for a couple hours about it. I think I fell asleep. It was in Seattle that I had that conversation. And she said, I'm not trying to like minimize Fred. And I said, not at all, not at all. But she said, I just want you to know that what you are experiencing is abuse and it is not the norm. Fred is the norm and how you should be treated. Like, that's not, wow, reaching for the stars the way Fred treated you. That's how we should be treated, with respect. And that really turned things around for me. It was really quite shocking, in such a good way though. And so since even that conversation, guys, like my eyes have opened so much more. The more therapy I do, the more healing I do with you guys, the more exposure we open things up and unpeel layers, the more I say, this isn't normal. The less I use Scientology, the less which I don't anymore, by the way, I don't, I almost don't remember a lot of stuff in Scientology. I'm sure it's some trauma thing. Like, I'm sure I'm blocking stuff out. But I don't use anything anymore. I don't have any tools in my mind that I reach for and go, I'm having this problem. Let me use this Scientology tactic to fix it. I don't do that anymore. So now that I don't do that anymore, I don't use my TR training. I don't, that stuff doesn't kick in anymore. So what I'm trying to say is I feel so many emotions now in life I've never felt before because in Scientology, if above all else, guys, and I cannot stress this enough, for me anyway, I don't want to speak for all the other Scientologists. Hi, Louise. Louise, I'm going to stay in my lane here, but my upbringing in Scientology, above anything else, starting from the age of about 4, is as early as I can remember. I sat down and did thousands of hours of training to not react to things. You are purposely in a box training for hours and hours and hours a day, not reacting, learning how to be very, what's the word? Not like methodical, but because that's not the word, but like almost like a soldier, like just very, yeah, I mean, disassociated. Hey, Jenny, but like just super trained, like regimented, I think is what I'm thinking about, like super regimented. I have been doing that since I was 4. And robotic, yeah. Disciplined, yes. Good words, guys. Thank you. Non-reactive, yes. So I can't speak for Sterling or Natalie or Aaron or any of those people, but I know for me, my father was in a kitchen with my sister and I at the age of 4, putting us in chairs, doing that training. And if I would flinch, laugh, blink too many times, he'd get right in our face and he'd go, flunk, flunk. And he'd get really pissed and it was terrifying. And then he'd go, don't do it again. Start. And I would sit in that chair at 4. And I remember being absolutely fucking terrified. My sister was 4 years older than me. She was just as scared, but I remember being more scared. And I remember her saying things like, don't react, because he was so intimidating. And she knew that I was terrified. So I would even shake. Like I was just like, I don't even know what we're doing. I didn't even know what we were doing. All I knew was I blinked too much and he flipped his lid. Rachel Reese, what your friend said was true, at least for me. People always say opposites attract. You deserve another friend. Everyone does. Thank you, Rachel. So I love you, Rachel, by the way. I didn't want you to feel like I was just thinking about what I was saying. Thank you, Rachel. And I'm not telling you guys this so you can go, you poor thing. I'm telling you because I spent my whole life doing that. All the way up until I was about 36 or 37. And all I can remember is getting so scared and triggered. And so I think even to this day, yelling is a thing for me. Reacting like that is a thing for me. It really, really freaks me out. I don't like yelling is the last thing. That's why I've raised my son not dealing with him in any way, shape, or form. Like, hey, Nakia, like my kid will be like, are you mad? Like, and I'm like, yeah, I'm mad. But I mean, what do you think I'm going to do? Scream at you? Like, I refuse to be that way to not just a child. I don't deal with people by yelling at them. That's all Scientologists do. That's all they do. That's all they know how to deal with things. It's called impingement and intention. That's what they believe. They believe it's intention. So they're not yelling by throwing a chair at somebody. That's their way of getting the point across. It's intention. That's what they tell you. And so it's a whole thing for me. I never was a good Scientologist because of it. I never threw chairs at anybody. I never hit anybody. I never used any physical anything to get my point across. And I never fit in because of it. Okay. Screaming is not for me. Well, I married somebody who very much uses that tactic, very much. And to a degree baits me to get me to start screaming. And it takes a lot to get me to start screaming. But this individual does that. And they will scream at me so much. I've told you guys this. Jeff and I don't fight the same. Jeff will fight and scream at me so hard that he spits on my glasses. And at that point, it gets so bad. And I think it's probably like all crashing in on me, like when I was 4 years old, that I just come unglued and I start screaming back and I lose my voice and I hate it and I cry. And it just really, really takes me to a dark place. And I hate yelling. So I'll tell you right now, if I have to be single the rest of my life, which I hope I'm not, I like being in a relationship. This won't scar me from that. But I just my standards are so low at this point. All I want is somebody who doesn't scream at me or Huxley. I don't like that way of dealing with things. Does it make Jeff a bad person? I don't think it does. I just think that's how a lot of people probably deal with their issues. A lot of people have tempers, not just Scientologists. I don't do it. That is not how I like to operate. And I was raised in fear. A doctor once told me it's time to put on your big girl panties and make changes. You can do this. We love and support you. Thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you. I know, Dawn. You're right. Terry, this is so valuable, Reese. I think this is processing your trauma from coming out of a high control group. This will help so many people. Well, I hope so. I hope that's true. And guys, again, I'm not telling, like, I don't want to read comments after this video of someone being like, oh, you poor thing. You're just trying to, I'm not here trying to get, your support. And I'm not trying to get people to go, I hate Jeff or anything like that. This is just real life stuff. And I'm sharing it with you. And the reason I called this weird mental habits is because I recognize that now more than ever. I'm sorry, I don't like that side of my necklace and I keep trying to flip it. There, I like that side better. I recognize it now more than ever, and it's harder for me to ignore. And I think the reason it's harder for me to ignore is because I'm dealing with these issues for the first time. So I said, Jeff and I had this I don't know that I won't do marriage counseling. Too many boundaries have been crossed. I'm just not willing to go back. He's said and done things to me that he did and got pleasure out of. And I just am not willing to, it's too much. It's just, I can't share with you what those things are, but it's too much. So, we got into it on Saturday in a public place and I kept my cool. I'm not going to yell. But he started to escalate. And I said, finally, you're not going to talk to me like this anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore. And he said, oh, you'll take it or whatever. He said something like that. And I said, no, I won't. I'm drawing a line. This is a boundary and you're crossing it. I'm not okay with this anymore. And he said, not pitying, just starting to understand on my end. Thank you, Dazed by Dogs. Thank you for your super chat. And he said, well, then I guess we'll just be miserable. He said, because I'm not going to put up with your bullshit anymore either. And I said, well, okay. And he said, so we'll just be miserable. And I said, no, I'm actually going to do something about it. And he said, oh, look, it's little Miss Scientologist with her empty threats. And he was like, here comes little Miss Scientologist. And that's what I mean by boundaries. And it's like, no. And you know what? If you really cared about this or loved me, you wouldn't say things like that. That's incredibly hurtful. That's incredibly hurtful. Of course, I told my therapist. He knows everything. And I've been treated too well. Fred treated me so well. Thank God for that gift. Because I have something to compare to. I would have nothing to compare to. But he treated me like such a good person and with such respect. Can you imagine Fred saying that to me? Oh, look, it's little Miss Scientologist. And honestly, I have so much bulletproof Kevlar on at this point. I'm so used to that. I was like, ping, it was just bouncing off of me. I was like, okay. And he was like, see, you're using your bull bait training. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm just numb to this shit. It doesn't hurt. But it hurts because I'm mad at myself for not doing anything about it. And The biggest thing that I'm mad at myself about is Huxley. I'm allowing it. Now, look, if I didn't have children, fine, go for it. You know, bleed. Let him bleed you dry. But I have a kid who's shaping into who he's going to be as a man right now. And I'm setting that example. I'm allowing that example. The beautiful thing is, I talked to my mom today, and she knows some details, but not all. And my mom said to Huxley, he was there, and she said, "How do you feel about all this?" And Huxley said, "I hate it. And I really don't like to watch my mom get treated that way." And I'm saying this in a nicer way than what he said. But he said, my mom said, "That's a terrible example, Huxley, and I hope you know that." And Huxley said, "I would never treat a woman that way." He said, "You don't ever have to worry about it." He said, "I will never, ever talk to a woman that way." And I thought, oh my God, I got to do something about this. You know, I have to do something. Thank you, Charisse. And it feels good to talk about it. I have to say, it feels good to talk about it. At the same time, I'm in deep shit for talking about it. I'm nervous for talking about it, but it's so therapeutic for me to talk about it. But I have such a good kid on my hands. And here's what I realized today. I've been hanging on to this. I've been hiding this and sweeping it under the rug for a long time. It's gotten much worse. It's escalated. Thank you, Beth Smith, for your super sticker. It's escalated, and I can't deny it anymore. And all these years I've been going, well, I live in a really nice home. Well, we're really well taken care of. I've just been trading. All I've been doing is trading off. I'm trading this for that. And my big fear is I'm not going to be able to support Huxley and I. I'm going to live in a shit tiny studio apartment with 3 animals and a kid. And it's going to be such a struggle. And I'm going to have to get 2 full-time jobs to support us. And I'm never going to see Huxley. And I'm not going to be able to take care of my animals because I won't be home. And those have been the chains that have held me back. Every day of my life, I have put up with this and taken it. Because in my mind, I go, well, it's worth it to stay because at least we're taken care of. He takes care of us, and I have no money. So you're stuck, girl. Make the best of it. And that's what I've been doing. And for whatever reason, it's just like in my face now. And I can't seem to push it away. I can't seem to push the thought away. I mean, I'm already freaking out. Like today, I was like, who's going to accept me to an apartment with 2 dogs and a cat? Nobody. Somebody messaged me and said that. They were like, good luck getting an apartment. You're not going to find an apartment. And that holds me back a little bit. I'm like, where are we going to go? I don't have anywhere to go. So it's things like that. But those are the weird mental habits that I'm thinking about. And it's stupid. I'm admitting to you guys right now. So before you go, wow, you're an idiot. No, OBG Foster. First of all, I don't really believe in alimony, but I am not a candidate for alimony. We have not been married long enough. I already got that from an attorney. And I don't expect that. That's the thing. I don't want that. I want to support myself. I don't want to rely on somebody. I've been relying on somebody and trading off my happiness for it. I want to go. I can pay my own way. I can do things for myself. I'm trying. That's one of the reasons I was like, oh my God, this all worked out with the memberships thing. I wasn't thinking with it, but the memberships helped me, you guys. So I just want to say again, thank you to those people. But please know that it's not a requirement. You're not going to get any different content because you're not a member. Everybody will be treated equally. But thank you for that because it helps. So I'm just trying to, yeah, Katie did duplex townhouse. Absolutely. I'm just trying to think rationally and slowly and not do anything crazy. I know, Mara. And again, guys, this was probably terrible, terrible to talk about this. Um, yes, little bubble. Yes, once everything's over with and I get it back, but it'll be a while, I'm sure. Yeah, I put the down payment on this house. So at some point, way down the line, I'm sure I will get it back, but that's not going to be instant, you know. Um, oh my gosh, Skipper the geriatric chihuahua. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, Emily Blythe. So I'm throwing up roadblocks. Obviously, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. This is my biggest fear. I like being comfortable. I'm not saying I want to be some rich lady in a castle, but I have responsibilities and I have my animals, and treating your animals right and being a responsible pet owner is important to me. And shoving them into a tiny apartment with a kid and all that doesn't seem like healthy living. And I want to be able to, um, am I on the mortgage for the house? I'm not on the mortgage, but I am on the deed. So I am on this home. I own half of it. Um, Thank you, Skipper, the geriatric chihuahua. It's okay, Julie Markham. And I'm scared of, again, my channel. Like, guys, this is a major life change. It scares me to think about. I don't love the idea that some people are going to disagree with me and hate me for it, or go, you're not telling the whole story, or you're a liar and poor him and all that. That's not what this is about. I don't hate him. I'm not even mad at him. I'm mad at myself because I let it get this bad. I'm mad at myself because I probably deep down knew better. And I'm mad at myself because I'm a mother setting a bad example. It's really just that simple to me. It's not working. Keela, if you continue to be here in YouTube, we will show up. Don't settle for another high controlled situation. You can't get rid of me. I love you, Keela. Thank you for super chatting me. That's the other thing, is it is a high control situation. And that's what my attorney friend said too. She goes, you chose this person because you were used to high control. And now I'm not. Now I have emotions. Now I don't apply that Scientology crap anymore. So it's also not so much his fault. I've grown. I've outgrown this. Kel's Bells, I think your channel would grow huge if you add Scientology content. Maybe do shows on all the laughable, absurd shit in Scientology and natural with your sense of humor. I agree. I'm going to try to step up the Scientology content, but it has to be natural and organic for me at the same time. Hey, Yankee Kyle. But I think like once a week, I'd like to do a collab with somebody. So definitely, but I don't want to change my channel because I'll get more views if I do this. Like, I don't want to be a dancing monkey at the same time. I don't want to be like, okay, I'll do this if I get this. Like, I want it to be normal. And if it's not, you guys will smell it 100 miles away. Like, I don't want to change it up too much, but I definitely want to confront and deal with the Scientology stuff. I think we should unpack some of it. I love you, Better Together. Just sent an email with revenue streams. Does anyone else want to do a Shark Tank competition to pitch Reese ideas for companies she can use this channel to launch? She, Tommy, and Aaron Sterling can judge the proposals. No girl or animal left behind. That's awesome. Shark Tank is like my favorite show. I don't watch it unless I'm in a hotel room. You are amazing. Thank you for your giant super chat. That's a good idea. That's hilarious. Here, Keela. Love to you, Reese. What's that lady code? Reese loves you. All lowercase, one word, Skipper. Thank you for your super chat, my friend. Seajar, can you move your stuff to another bedroom? Your stuff? I don't know what you mean. I mean, I could go sleep in another room, but move my stuff? My stuff is all over the house. That could be Julie Stevenson. I agree. I like that, LS. I think what you are currently talking about is the best Scientology content. How to move forward when you leave Scientology and wake up. I agree with that. Something definitely to be said there. Jill Bow, I love you, girl. Yeah, that's true, Jeanette. Hey, Kelly B. This chat is connected to Scientology. Your Scientology training got you to this relationship. Yeah. And guys, again, I'm not sitting here even, I mean, I know it's going to look that way, but I want you to understand my intention is not to throw anybody under the bus. I never have that intention with people. Um, oh yeah, no, Carol, I agree. Um, it's very simple to me. It's very cut and dry. It's very clear. Did he ever try to get me out of Scientology? No. It's very clear to me. CJAR, yeah, I mean, I could move some stuff to another bedroom, but honestly, that would probably make the situation worse. Put your PayPal info in every video's description so the option is there. My mods post it once or twice now. The PayPal and Venmo info. I just only want it there for if people want to. I really don't want to promote it. It's just very clear to me now more than ever. This person just isn't for me. It's very much like we don't speak each other's languages. We just don't. We never did. And I was okay with it until I wasn't. And now I'm not. Is your current partner slash husband a former Scientologist or just a regular narcissist who yells? But he is not a former Scientologist. No, he's a Methodist. I don't think so, DNV. Not yet. I don't really want to escalate the situation. Brenda, that's so much easier said than done. Everyone knows you can't have that intention, Reese. It's not in you. That's why people mess with you. You are sweet and don't see the turds. Meaning, in other words, you're very naive, Reese. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Okay, Philip, right. I totally understand. And I'm sorry that it's a little close to home, but thank you, my friend. I hope you come back. Does he watch this stream still? He hasn't lately, but it will happen. It will happen. And I will have a lot to answer for. And this isn't the way to do it, by the way. I'm not saying this is okay. I shouldn't do it this way. It's just therapeutic for me. Did you tell them I can't poop in other people's homes either? There are lots of us, including my dog. Yeah, Dawn in Wyoming talked about that with me today. Her and her husband and her dog can't poop in other people's homes. It's interesting. I knew there was more than one of me. Thank you, Sarah Browett. Yeah, Jazzy girl. Thank you, Blake Reed. I am not a Scientologist. No, Don, it's okay, and it deserved to be said. Jen Marie, I'm sorry that you're triggered. Guys, I won't talk about this anymore. I said that the other day, and then look at me talking about it. It came up in therapy. I really don't think this is the place to do it. I don't want to upset and trigger people. That is not the place for this. This is a safe space. And I really don't want to upset people. My cat is snoring so loud. Thank you, Mary Jones. Thank you, Brooke Elliott. That's true, Armine. That's a good point. Did therapy help on this topic? Well, yeah, I mean, he's a very matter of fact therapist. He's not soft around the edges at all. He was like, "Okay, so it's over. Like, let's make a plan. You need to just make a plan. What are you doing? Like, just make a plan, stick to it, and get the hell out." Like, he's just very, you know, I don't. He's very black and white. Hey, Sandy Wandy. Thank you, Cassie Mosier. And guys, I really thank you, Shelly. That means a lot, Shelly. I know, Blake. Absolutely, it is. I know, and you give the best hugs, Chris. Thank you for saying that. Well, babe, don't apologize. It's okay. I didn't mean the way you took it. I'm triggered all the time. Please don't stop sharing your feelings. Jen, I know you're a huge supporter, babe, but it's not just you. It's Philip Wright. Like I don't want well, there's my boyfriend, the lifeboat. Look at that. Guys, I just don't, it's a heavy subject, and this channel isn't always going to be light stuff, but I mean, I also don't want to sit around upsetting people, triggering people. I just don't want to do that. Guys, oh, he does give polar bear hugs. And you know what's so nice about his polar bear hugs? He's got the polar bear paddles to make up for it too. He gives the best hugs, Tommy does. He is so huggy. He's a huggy bear. He's a huggy bear. Um, and he's really adorable and flirty. I like his bald, shiny head. I loved his sweater that he wore today. I love his little falcon hat. It kind of gets me going in a weird way. We'll get into that another time, but that's some things we need to unpack too. Why does that get me going? It's weird. It's weird. Um, Thank you, Jen Marie. Oh, he does have a huggy bear coat. Tommy can lighten things up for sure. And he always hops in at the right moment. He always swoops in like the falcon that he is, and he saves us. And he is so cute and upbeat, and he's a good dancer, and um, he's a Cancer sign, and he likes to walk barefoot in the sand. He loves sandwiches. Um, He loves kale smoothies. I have no idea if any of this is true, by the way. Barbie, been subscribed from the start of your channel. I'm a little shy and don't chat. Wanted to show you my support, you rock. Barbie, thank you. I'm sad that you're shy because you're absolutely adorable and I love your hair color. Thank you, girl. Thank you so much for your super chat. You were called Tommy Paddles today. Okay, that makes me a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little jelly. I'm a little jelly. Yeah, I mean, I think the way Wyatt was is exactly what you need. It just makes you think that you have to do it. I think he knows that he is soft. You won't do it. Oh, yeah, I think that too. The same when you were in Scientology, you need a push. I think my therapist knows me pretty well, and I think that he knows how to deal with me. Um, so I agree. Mary Jones, that is so kind, girl. Thank you. Yeah. Man, I could really go on and on about Tommy, and he can't really defend himself. Well, went into Starbucks looking for Tommy, left disappointed with a crappy cup of coffee. Oh my God, Patty, because you guys were supposed to meet at Starbucks so that he could get a hold of your toes. Uh, love you, Tommy. Okay, go enjoy your kale smoothie because we know that's what you're going to have. He loves kale smoothies. He loves dinner rolls. He's probably going to have a sandwich. His favorite is what is your favorite sandwich, Tommy? Tuna on rye? I don't know. What are those weird sandwiches where people have it on the marbled bread and it's got like sauerkraut and all that gross shit? That's what Tommy likes. That's what he eats. What is that called? I can't remember. Somebody help me. Come on. What is it? And then there's cheese. A Reuben. A Reuben. Ugh, Reubens are so gross to me. That's his favorite sandwich, a Reuben. Kristen, I learned boundaries. What are we? Wait, I learned boundaries are what we do. Yeah, when people cross them, get a lock on the door and record his ass and post it. I would love to see these tantrums. I don't think legally I can do that, but I'm totally with you, girl. And being the Scientology sleuth that I am, I've always been good at recording, haven't I? So don't think I don't. Don't think I don't have a whole bunch of those, but I don't think I can share them. Look at this. Tommy, are you still here? Tampa B gave me a curling iron and I burned my forehead on it and I had to go get my passport picture taken today, and that will forever be on my passport photo. And it makes me a little sad. Anyway, guys, so Yeah, I'm probably going to be in big trouble for this. I almost feel like I should take the video down again, but I'm not going to. Um, just please, 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 if you guys don't mind, do me a favor. I don't want anybody to talk about it, meaning please don't like private message Jeff. Please don't do any of that. You know, you're just going to make things harder for me. Now, if you choose to do that because there's 912 people in here, and if you secretly hate me, of course you're going to do something destructive like that. And you know what? Um, I survived Scientology, so I will survive this. So there's really nothing that anyone can do that's going to be harmful anyway. I just got to get myself out of it. Joanne, you're coming into your own now. You've never had male friends before, and now you do. And you know what it's like to be treated with love and respect by another person or man. That is so kind and very, very true. And it's similar to what my friend said. Um, like, sorry, but the way Fred treated you was normal. That was just normal. Like, that wasn't some over the top special man. That's just how you should be treated. And that just like knocked the wind out of me. Yeah, Jen Marie, me too, but we'll see. Why would any of us contact Jeff? Because there's people out there that actually hate me, and I kind of forget that. Better together, separating after your Scientology experience is a very common situation. Sad the dysfunction at the Aftermath Foundation might keep you from asking them for funds, but this is exactly why it was in place. That's true, but I would not reach out to the Aftermath Foundation with all that drama. But thank you. You're right. I will figure something out, guys. Hi, Mrs. Lady Hummingbird. Thank you. Um, yeah. Jeff has family that watches this that I recently found out about, and a lot, not all of them, but there's a couple of people in his family who really, really dislike me. Shocking, right? So I think this already gets back to him that way. So that's okay too, guys. It is what it is, and I chose to share it, and that's on me. So thank you, Yvonne. Oh, Lacey Silver. I'm really looking forward to me and Miriam as well. I just really feel connected to Miriam. Um, Cassie, I don't know that I want to go back into senior living. We'll see. I just don't want to struggle to a point where I'm a single mom. I rarely see my kid because I'm working so many jobs and my pets are neglected. Like that's my biggest fear. My kid and my pets are neglected because I'm just barely making it to keep the damn lights on. That's just not, of course, nobody wants that. Like you can all agree with me. Nobody freaking wants that. And I have had to do that before. Um, I have worked 3 jobs before and struggled. So I just don't want to go back to that. And that's why I trade it off and I stay in my comfy home and I trade it off and go, well, this isn't that bad. I can deal with it for my nice house. My kid is in a nice school. We're happy, right? Yeah, we can take it. We can deal with it. No, nope, not acceptable. Just want to say I'm still here and I still love you. And I'm sorry that the other members of my family, even the ones I've cut off, are treating you poorly. Guys, this is Jeff's daughter, and I love her very much. And she's well aware of what's going on. And she's well aware of the bad people that we're talking about that have said and done some bad things. Thank you, Crystal. Yes, Crystal supports me very much. I actually never met Crystal because Jeff has 2 daughters and he does not speak to either one of them. I was never introduced to them. Um, After a few years of knowing Jeff, I reached out to them on my own and I said, can I please meet you girls? Like, I would love to meet you. Even though your dad doesn't speak to you, I would love to speak to you. And so we all got to meet and it was a beautiful thing. And we cried a little and shared so much. And I got to learn a lot too. And it was, God, it was such a safe environment. And I felt really, really good. I love you too, Shelly. Good night, babe. I do have Crystal's support. Yes, this is true. Remember, Huxley is in the house too. So he will hear when the anger comes out. So don't try contacting Jeff for that reason. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's true. If you really hate me and want to try to do some retaliation, please think of my kid first, because that is a good point. Yes, he is disconnected from his kids. He has been since I met him. And honestly, that's a huge red flag in and of itself. And I knew that. And I have nothing to say for that. I have no excuse for it. Sinfully good, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Crystal is amazing. I wish I could protect you from all of it. It took me moving halfway across the country to escape it all. Pretty powerful right there. Her words, not mine. And that's her story, and I'm not going to share it. But looks like she just did share a little bit of it. And if that doesn't tell you, and again, I'm not here to tear this person down. It looks that way, but I'm not doing that. I just want to formulate a plan and execute the plan, guys. That's all I'm doing. And I have a show where I talk about everything about my life: pap smears, boobs, guys, kids, animals. We talk about everything. So this is not anything different other than I'm scared that I'm sharing this, but this is real life stuff and it's heavy. Yeah, Jazzy girl, absolutely. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't understand. Jeff is there to support you. So why is it such a big risk? Why is what a big risk? Leaving because Jeff wouldn't be supporting me. I'd be supporting myself. Yes, Don. It does speak volumes, Island Life. Thanks, everyone. I'm just doing what any decent person would do. And I'm sad that my story isn't perfect, but I'm happy with my life. Well, Crystal has made quite a beautiful life for herself, and she's happy. And bye, Malvakai. And I'm proud of her. I'm really proud of her. Thank you, Lori Driscoll. Yeah, Blake. I agree, Kafik. I was told quite a different story. It was a red flag, guys. I'm not justifying it. It was a red flag. Absolutely, it was a red flag. Just jumped in. I love you, Reese. No idea what's been said at this point, but huge hugs and love. Jenny, I love you, girl. Thank you for saying that. I love whistleblowing good witch. Crystal is an awesome person. Yes, she is. Reese, I know you don't want to tear anyone down, nor do I, friend. I see therapist Wednesday and spoke to sponsor tonight. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, guys, Crystal is a gem. Don't worry, everyone. No matter what happens, Reese isn't getting rid of me now. She's stuck with me. Oh, Crystal and I will be friends for life. No question. As a matter of fact, I am lucky to have gotten those girls out of it. Crystal and her sister are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ed Barney, yes, I see you. You are in the chat. Roxy, I have not noticed that. Jenny, I love you, girl. Thank you, Can't Spell Lou. You seem to be going about this with a level head and you have my support and care. Thank you. I have a level head now until this hits the fan, and then I'm going to not know what to do, freak out. You'll probably see quite a different reaction. Right now, it's because it's the calm before the storm. If you feel unsafe, you can turn on the live stream for witnesses. I don't know that that's legal. I don't know. But for now, I feel safe, and nobody go crazy calling and, sending out wellness checks or something. I don't need all that. But it's just time to do something about it. And it's been time to do something about it for a long time. And that's on me. Anonymous, thanks for sharing. Thank you, Dawn. Reese, your strength is an inspiration. There's only one you. You have such a gift. I think you need to remain true to who you are. Thank you. That's such a kind thing to say. Yarn prepper, sort of, yeah. Thank you, Panko. Hi, Reiki Essence. Love you, Reese. You're going to do this just fine. Remember to text if you need. I remember that. Thank you. I won't disappear for days. And if I do, that's concerning. Unless I give you a heads up that I'm going to disappear for a couple of days. Yeah, I go live nearly every day, and sometimes I skip a day, but never more than one. Yeah, Blake, I can see that. Actually, you're not the only person to say that by far. I love Verbo Boss. Please lean on your network you've built. I'm sure there's folks who manage apartments or real estate brokers or other housing folks that can get a place that's suitable, affordable, and take bets. I thought of that. When the time is right, I may reach out and ask for that if anybody knows. I love that island life. Reese, I was so paranoid that you were mad at me for confiding you that I'm being bullied. Thank you so much for just allowing me to confidently say my piece. Have unsubscribed from almost all. Well, babe, I hope that I responded to you. No, I would never be mad at you. Absolutely not. I don't feel unsafe, guys. I let's not take it to that point. Let me be clear. I don't feel unsafe. Yeah, Roxanne, I agree. You're right, Jenny. Hey, Downtown Abbey, you have unearthed so much power you didn't know was there. Any decisions you make from here are yours, and that's amazing. Yes. Thank you, Nancy's Corner. Turtle Tutor, I already do that. That's right, Yarn Prepper. A mobile home? Ugh. I don't know. No judgment to people who live in one, but mainly, Linda, that makes me a little nervous. It's out of my comfort zone. I'd like to be able to afford at least an apartment, but I don't know. I can't speak to it. I've never lived in one. Starfish, go back and watch. I've totally explained all of that. Yeah, Noel. Robin, knowing it might come out soon, how do you feel about telling him before someone else does? I hope it's more relief than anything. I hope. I know. You'd think I would take that step first. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think what I need to do first is talk to an attorney and get advice just on how to deal with it, how to handle it. Trust me, I spent an hour in therapy today thinking, how am I gonna, how am I gonna, how am I gonna? And that's what he was saying. And thank you for your super chat. He was like, just do it. Like, you're just gonna have to do it. Like, there is no good way to do it. Just do it. I would like to rent a house, yeah, if at all possible. But guys, I don't know. Here's the other thing that sucks, which is just stupid on my part, real stupid, and then we'll end off. So I paid off all of my debt. I sold my house before I got married. I had a home that I owned for 10 years. And I sold my house and I had credit card debt. I had my car. I paid everything off. Do you ever worry that there are Scientologists here and they'll do something with this info, like reach out to Jeff? Well, sure, but I'm prepared for it. I mean, I'm definitely aware of what I'm saying to 929 people. The fact that I think this is going to stay hush hush, no, I know the shit's going to hit the fan, guys. It's just who's going to race to tell Jeff first. Yeah, it'll happen. I will not stay in KC. Nope, I will not. What was I saying? I owned my house. Okay. I had credit card debt. I had a car payment. I had, real life bills. I took care of all of that. When I sold my home, I don't know, Marissa. I don't know, Robin. I sold my home. And how stupid you were? What do you mean, Kristen? I would not get spousal support, guys. We've only been married 2 years. That's a no. And I don't want it anyway. I want to be able to support myself. Anyway, I sold my house. I paid everything off. I paid off the car. My name is on the deed. Yes, Panko. I paid off the car. I paid off all my debt and put the down payment on this house, bought all the furniture for this house. And what I'm trying to say is I went years, right, of no debt. I still don't have any debt. in my name. I have no debt. Well, I've always had an 800 credit score. Always. Like it's hovered around 800. I've had very good credit. I've always paid my bills. Well, I didn't know this, but not having any bills anymore kills your credit, which I think is so stupid. Thank you, Reiki Essence. So now I have really bad credit because I don't have any bills, which I just think that's weird. So I now just applied for a credit card. I'm getting it, um, which sucks because I don't have a lot of time probably, but I need to build my credit back up. Panko, yeah, kind of. I don't know the ins and outs of that, and I know you are an attorney. Um, so anyway, it's a real bummer. It's a real bummer that my whole life I have worked very hard to keep my credit score high. I used to be able to walk in and be approved for anything because I had very good credit, and that was very important to me. It really pisses me off that I paid everything off, and you'd think that would be rewarding, and now I have crappy credit. So that's another thing that's going to ding me, that's against me, and it makes me nervous. It makes me worry. So, well, no, Dawn, of course not. The only reason I'm getting a credit card is to use it a little bit and pay it off every month. I'm just trying to build credit. I'm not going to go nuts. I've had terrible credit card debt before. I'm never, ever going to get back into it. Oh, Lisa, the other one. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I know, Jen Marie. Yeah, Patty, it's ridiculous. It's stupid. So, thank you. Um, anyway, guys, I don't really have much else to say. I think I've said way too much. Teresa, longtime lurker, first time commenting and alive. Sending you all the love, Reese. This is a tough time and you've got this. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, Summer Savage. I love you, girl. Thank you, Esther N. So anyway, guys, do you get child support from Huxley's dad? I do. It's not much. It's like around $200 a month. It's nothing. I don't get a lot of child support there, and that's okay because he doesn't make a lot of money, and I didn't want to try to gouge him. It's just not my style. I really don't believe in alimony. I wouldn't try to get it anyway. My first divorce, the judge said, "Do you want alimony? You're entitled to it." And I said, "Absolutely not." Like, no. This time I'm not entitled to it because we haven't been married long enough. But that's okay. It's kind of a dirty way of doing things for me. I don't now, if somebody else gets alimony, I understand. Like some people have been married for decades and they get alimony. That's kind of different to me. And I understand if you need help getting on your feet. I would never try. I don't want to take anything from Jeff. Nothing. I want to walk out of here with the things I brought in. I don't want anything to do with his company. I'm not trying to, rake him over the coals. None of that. Uh-uh. This will be very, very friendly on my end. So I've never been like that. I've never been money motivated. When Fred died, I didn't even get his pension or life insurance. His family filed for it within 24 hours of him dying, and they got it. And everybody on my side of the fence was like, "Fight for that. You should get it. You were his wife. Why aren't you fighting?" And I was like, "Because I got the best gift. I got Fred. I don't really care. People are money motivated. When people die, they do weird things. When people get divorced, they do weird things. That's just not my style. I just want to walk away and be happy. I don't want to fight people for money. It's weird to me. I think there's plenty of money to go around. I can always go get a job. I can do something. Tampa B, see, again, your situation's different. You've been married for decades. It's just not a thing for me. It's just not for me. I'm young. I can get a job. Like, I don't need to rely on someone. Thank you, Kim is Blue. Not shallow at all. I don't know yet, Original Alexa. I have a feeling it's going to be ugly on his side of things. I don't think he's going to just walk through this friendly. I think it's going to be kind of tough. But I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. So, guys, I obviously have said a lot. Um, Thank you, Susie. People being triggered is so wrong. We are friends. We support friends. Grow up. Sorry. Not sorry. Love you, Reese. Thank you, babe. LEJ sending you and hugs so much love. Thank you, babe. Thank you. And guys, again, thank you for the memberships, for gifting them, for becoming a member. Just don't feel pressured to do it. I'm not pushing that on anybody, but I do at least want to acknowledge it and say thank you to the people who did. That's not my way of going, become a member. No, it's just my way of saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing it. It's going to help me a lot in the long run. And I just appreciate it. So thank you, Cassie. I will hop off and oh, tomorrow I'm going to be on a podcast. I've never watched a podcast in my life. Oh my God, Jen writes, you're hilarious. Thank you, Lori Driscoll. I understand, can't spell Lou. Thank you, Mrs. Lady Hummingbird. That's such a cute name. Robin W., regardless of how it unfolds out, you are amazing. Your strength is awe-inspiring. Thank you. 99.9% of us are blown away by your insight. That's so nice. It will be mind-blowingly bright on the other side of this challenging time. Robin, thank you. That is so nice of you, and thank you for your super chat. Love you, hug you, and are always here for you. You've got this, and you'll come out of this happier and stronger. Armine, thank you. Guys, for the most part, I really appreciate this. Everybody is so supportive. I can't tell you how many messages I am behind because so many people have said, I'm thinking about you. Are you okay? I'm thinking about you in Huxley. So thank you for that. What podcast? Oh no, I have the most amazing mods ever. Yeah, it's my Midwestern goodbye. Podcast tomorrow is called, uh-oh. Crap. Shit. Oh, it's called Better Ask. Shit. Uh-oh. I don't remember. How am I going to go to it if I don't know? Hold on. Oh, okay. It's called Better Call Daddy. Now, I like the idea of this podcast. I accepted her invitation to go on because it's a cool concept. It's a girl. Yeah, Paula Puffer's friend. It's a girl and her dad. And it's kind of cool concept. She talks to people who have had rough upbringings or any like different kind of stories. And she's huge. Is she huge? I looked at her website. I think she has like 2,000 subscribers or followers. Really? Am I looking at the wrong thing? Okay, so it's called Better Call Daddy. And I think it's really cool. She listens to the story and then her dad listens to the story and he kind of gives his insight. Like she's got a great dad. And I think she's the biggest podcast on Spotify. Wow. See, I don't know anything about it. I haven't even researched it. But it sounds really cool. Venmo link. See, if somebody asks for it, I'm cool with posting it. Mods, can you post the Venmo link, please, for Airstream Patty? Thank you for asking for it, Patty. Yeah. So it's tomorrow from 2 to 3. I will be on tomorrow from 2 to 3. It's called Better Call Daddy. Yeah. Yes, Downtown Abby. Thank you for that. 2 to 3 Central Time. Yes. If somebody could post the link for it, I think Witness is looking. And then one of the mods, can you post the Venmo link? Because I don't know how to put that up. Oh, here. Third Eye Open did it. There you go. Thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Yes, Roxy, he does. Thank you for asking for the Venmo link. But again, I don't promote it. I feel right. I feel weird. Yes, Blake, absolutely. And I'm already all over that. I don't know. Is it on YouTube? Is it on Spotify? I don't know anything about this girl. Where is it? How do I know? Where am I going to go? How do I go to it? She sent me a link. Okay. Her name is Rena Watts. It's a Zoom meeting? Weird. Well, I don't know, but I hope you guys will come and watch it. Hey, Nicole the Kiwi. No, it's not called Call Her Daddy. It's called Better Call Daddy. Brooke Elliott, you're so cute. No, it's called Better Call Daddy. Did we post it? I think some of the mods were. I love you, Cindy Funk. Okay, it's on Spotify. It's on YouTube? Oh. No, we're doing it live. We're doing it live, Crystal, because she asked me that. Let me double check. Let me see if it's in my email. What's her name? What did I say her name was? God, I'm a mess. Rena. Well, I don't know now. Yeah, no, it's gonna be live because she asked me that. When we Paula, Rena will record it and release it in a few weeks. Well, she asked me if I was more comfortable not going live, and if we just record it. And she said, "Do you want to go live? Do you want to do a pre-chat, or are you ready to just hit record?" And she said, "I'm good either way." And I said, "Actually, I'm more comfortable doing it live." So she said, "Awesome, let's do it. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll send the link." So I don't know, but from what that conversation I just read to you, Kristen, you're so sweet. It sounds like it's going to be, thank you, Starfish. It sounds like it's going to be live. Yeah, Kim is blue. You're not wrong, girl. You're not wrong. A live on a podcast isn't really live. Okay. Oh, she's also on YouTube. She's on YouTube and has 304 subscribers. Hi, Duchess Diana. Okay. I don't know, guys. Thank you, Debbie. No, these are Tory Burch. Okay. Glad I said something. I forgot about it. So it's tomorrow at what time did we say? Holy crap, guys. Losing it. Just a lot in here. There's a lot going on. Did I say 2:00? I think, yeah, 2 to 3. 2:00 to 3:00 Central Standard Time tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to go to the 6th Midwestern Goodbye now. We're going to shift over to the 6th. Yeah, Paula Puffer put me in contact with her. Paula, thank you. And then Saturday, I don't have a time yet, but Saturday we're going to go live with Miriam, and I'm excited about that. Skywriter, yeah, I prefer to do live. I like stuff more off the cuff. Guys, so thank you for being here, and thank you for listening. And I'm sorry if I put too much on you. Honestly, it probably was too much, and I apologize for that. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, and I will let you know that. And Brooke Elliott, you're so funny. Thank you, Duchess Diana. Thank you, Robin V. Let's get some more subscribers on that podcast, Reese. Yeah, let's do it. I would subscribe if I knew how. I don't know how to subscribe to a podcast. You guys kidding me? I'm a boomer. I don't know how to do anything. Yeah, I know. I'm apologizing to people who, if this was too sensitive of a subject, it was kind of sensitive for me, to be honest, because it's cart before the horse. I don't have a plan in place. Kind of need the plan before you announce that kind of news. That's all. Oh, baby angel, love you, girl. Thank you, nothing but love. Oh, Sandy Wandy, I love you. Love you, Cat ACDC fan. You're the best. Good night, M Vogue. Oh, Laura Font. If we didn't have you, life would be kind of bland. Well, same goes for your boobs, girl. You've got the best set. Who was I talking to about your boobs today? I think it was last night. Sterling. Sterling told me that you had really nice boobs. Okay, Sterling's weird. I just have to say one thing real quick. He called me yesterday and I was in a fitting room at Nordstrom getting trying on different bras. And he was like, hey, two weird things actually. I wanted to share this with you guys. Do you mind waiting for a second? It is the Midwest. Hold on. Sterling was like, I go, what do you need, dude? I had him on speaker. I was like, I'm trying on bras right now at Nordstrom. And he goes, uh, oh, that's cool. He goes, I'm happy to help with that if you need help. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you something fascinating, brother. I said, my boobs went from a C to a D. I didn't know that. And I said, that's really amazing. And he said, is that bigger? What? What's wrong with him? He's 47 years old. I was like, wait, what did you just say? What did you just say? I was like, Sterling, you okay, dude? Put your mind back together. Is that bigger? He goes, I don't know anything about bra sizes. I was like, you should. I've never met a man that doesn't know that a D is bigger than a C. Something new every day. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that in the like. How much do you want to bet he's gonna be upset that I shared that? That's okay because that's common. That's common on this channel. We know this. Um, yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I was like, even gay men know that, don't they? Like even people who are not attracted to boobs know that. Anyway, Laura Font, he definitely loved your boobs, and he said that. And then the other weird thing that happened to me today that I forgot to tell you guys, real quick. I was at the post office getting my picture taken for the passport crap. I don't know. It's not really worth telling at this point. It's a little late, but guys, I had such a weird. This was the other part of the weird mental habits. Does anybody else do this? So I'm at the post office, and there's a glass door that you walk through to go in. Well, I was at the very end of the door because there was a line, long line to get to the front, right? So I'm at the literally nobody else can squeeze in. I'm at the door and I'm like touching the door. There's like 500 people. I have a kid hair in my mouth. I can't find it. Franklin 36D actually. So I'm at the door and I'm literally like against the door. Nobody else can come in, okay? Here's the door, and I'm kind of turned this way so I can kind of keep an eye on my peripheral vision. This lady comes to the door. I know, Blake, it's weird. This lady comes up to the door, and I see her in my peripheral vision, and she starts doing this. And I'm pretending not to notice, but she looks like a fish in an aquarium. Like she looks like Nemo in a tank. Like she was like literally. And I keep looking at it, and I was like, I'm trying to ignore it, but she keeps doing it. And I was like, is she blind? Like, what's happening? And finally, I would like, here's the door. She's doing her weird like mime thing. And I was like, I keep doing this, like hoping that she's going to see my eyeballs darting to her. Like I'm feeling unsafe at this point. And finally, I turned my head and I was like she was like right there too, because I'm up against the door. So we're like inches apart from each other. I felt like I was in prison, and she was like, oh, like we were like talking through the glass, and she was like trying to touch me. It was so weird. It was so uncomfortable. And I'm like, what is this lady doing? Look, I can put up with a lot of weirdos, but I was like, this is getting weird. Like, is anybody else seeing this? Like, nobody else was looking either. People were just like holding their packages and like doing this, when you're in the post office in a line, you always have to be like, people were doing that. A lot of eye rolling. There was a lady up at the counter that was like, well, I didn't know that. And the lady was like, well, it's a certified mail, ma'am. She was like, well, that's your problem. I want a supervisor. Like everybody's pissed. It's Monday at the post office. Nobody's noticing this woman that's like, I'm serious. It was so weird for me. It was weird. I was like, are you swimming? Like, what are you doing? So finally, yeah, I did start to laugh, but more I felt unsafe. I was like, how come nobody else sees this? Like, am I hallucinating? Why doesn't anybody see the fish trying to get in from the outside? It was so creepy. I was like this peeping Tom of an individual, and she was old. So I was like confused. I'm like, If this was like a, creepy dude, I would have been like, somebody help me. But she was old. So I was like, you can't attack an old person. I mean, she had a cute little hat on, like a bucket hat. I was like so confused. I'm like, what kind of drugs is this 75-year-old woman doing that like looks like a cute little British woman coming in from the rain? Like it was so weird. Okay, let's get to the point. So she opens the door, and again, I'm like, personal space. Like I'm up against the door, personal space. She opens the door, and I'm like trying to like let her in, and she comes in, and still nobody notices this woman except me. And she starts talking. And I don't know if she's talking to me. This is the weird mental habit sometimes. I don't do this. Who does this? So she starts talking, but it's mumble and it's to herself. You can tell she's not talking to me. And she goes, and she's like looking past me at the wall. And the wall has tape, pens, gift card, greeting cards, what have you. I don't know. It's a wall of supplies, boxes and shit. I don't know. And she's like, and I'm right here, and like her head and neck are right here. And she's like, well, she's like, I can't tell. And I'm like, your face is close to my face. Like, I don't know if you realize that like your arm skin is touching my arm skin. And I'm not super weird about stuff, but I started to feel weird. Like you were breathing on me. It's already close proximity. People are already going, which we all know I have serious issues about when people exhale their smells. Yeah, the arm skin. So I'm already like uncomfortable in this room of all this hot carbon dioxide or monoxide or whatever it is that comes out. Didn't go to school, so I don't know which one it is. But then she keeps talking, and I'm like, and look, I'm chatty. I don't have a problem talking to people, but I could tell she was not talking to me. And she was like, I can't see. She was like, I don't know what's on the wall there, but I need supplies. Oh, she was like, I can't tell if they have what I need, but I don't like, is that a nervous tick? I was like, what's going on? Who are you talking to? Do you have an earbud in that you're like communicating with someone? I don't think you do, because you're doing a lot of this like weird, like it was just too weird for me. I was like, this is not normal. And I can handle stuff, guys. I'm a pro at handling stuff. Amina, that's so kind. Paula just asked Rena, it's not live. Okay, guys, it's not live. It'll be pre-recorded for the next business day. I don't know. Laura Font, yay. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But still, it was a weird story, and it was part of the weird mental habits. Who does that? Do you guys do that? I've seen people do that, where they start talking and like nobody's there. It's one thing, you've had conversations, like I do it all the time to people. I will walk up in a public place and I'll go, do you see that? Like, do you see anything on the wall over there? I'm looking for tape. Does anybody see it? I will actually engage. I have no problem talking to total strangers. I do it all the time. I kind of prefer it, to be honest. I love talking to toddlers that like to chat. I love engaging in public with total strangers. Not an issue for me. I have no fear about it. But it's a different thing. It's a different thing. She was like, I just can't. I don't know. I don't know if. And I was like, is your friend with you? Like, who are you talking to? You do it. Mental illness isn't funny. I don't think it's a mental illness. I mean, maybe. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose that. I don't know if it's a mental illness or if it's just like a nervous thing. Not necessarily laughing at her. I wasn't laughing at her. I felt nervous though about it. I was like, can I help? Do you need help? I don't know. It's such an awkward, and I think that part wasn't as weird for me as like the door was right here. And this lady literally was like, I turned and looked, and like her face was this close to the door. And she was like, and then she put her hands up and she was like, and I was like, what's happening? That's too close for me. Your face is close to my face. It's a thing. Your face is close to my face. She could be lonely. What happened next, Peace Lady? She turned around and left. She never went over to the wall. I think she got overwhelmed because it was like 15 people crammed into that tiny room. Um, but I guess she went home and decided to order her supplies on Amazon. Um, I don't think she was on drugs. I didn't get that she was on, oh, a close talker. Yes. Um, I don't know. Like meeting you guys, I haven't felt that way yet. Like I don't have boundaries against that yet. Um, I will tell you, some people get overly touchy, and I don't love that. Like some people, you do it once and like that's cool. But then you continue to talk to a stranger for like a 5-minute period, and they're like, you know what I mean, don't you? Or they'll be like, and they'll like continue to touch you. And then eventually they do it, and you start to look at it as they're doing it, like hoping that they'll figure out that, like, I don't know how I feel about this. You've touched me 11 times in 3 minutes. You know how they're like, girl, I'll be like, do I? I don't know that I need to be touched that many times. Now, I never say anything. I don't ever put my foot down. And I don't feel like I need to. Like no one's crossed that to where I'm like, please don't touch me. But sometimes I want to say, your face is close to my face. Your face is close to my. Your arm skin is touching my arm skin. And there's no reason for that because this is a full on world with a full room, plenty of places to stand, plenty of places to breathe. You don't have to do the with me right next to you. There's all kinds of reasons and legitimate reasons. A lot of, serious. It's serious. So, yeah, I don't want to touch arm skin with anybody. I don't feel like there's ever a reason, unless you're at some concert, I guess, or it's Black Friday. But I don't feel like on a regular Monday at the post office, we should be touching arm skin. There's no reason for that. It's just not, it's highly unnecessary. And I said it. And if I have to, I'm going to, Bo Beats, I'm signing off. I just told a story about the post office, a lady that her arm skin was touching my arm skin. You're invading my aura. Dementia, vision, and hallucination issues common. Could be, Robin, could be, but I really didn't pick up on that. And I worked with a lot of people with dementia. I think maybe maybe had vision issues, but I also think, who knows? I think she just likes being a fish in a fishbowl. That's what it looked like. It was just a fish doing a lot of that. And I was like, holy cow, lady, that is a good Nemo impersonation. I love Sterling. Did you get our talk, Sterling? Hey, you gave me $5 this time. Big spender. Hey, big spender. You usually give me $1.99. So you must have gotten a bonus this month, fella. And I like it. I like that you spent your bonus on me. SLC girl, thank you for becoming a member. Sterling, how do you feel about what I said about you? Are you upset? Am I going to hear about it? You might as well just come out and do it now. Before we end off. We've been on way too long and people want to leave now. Reese, do the lip thing when you play the fish in the. I never knew how to do that. Is that it? Yeah. She didn't quite go that far, but it was definitely unheard of for a Monday. It was unheard of. Sterling, if you're not going to answer us, I'm going to sign off, but I want you to know I love you and my heart was in the right place and my boobs were in the right place too when I told that story. So I just want you to know. And we love you. We love you a lot. And we care deeply about you. And we don't want you to be upset because you are my brother and you always will be. And I couldn't love you more. Please don't be mad at me. And that's all I have to say about that. Okay. Laura Font. Yeah, girl. You know what that's about. Sterling likes those. He said he did. That's right. Who wouldn't love Laura Font's boobs? I mean, bye, Joe Virus. I hope you got your groceries. You probably did because I've been on for 7 hours. I'm sure you've already done like a shift with your DJing and all that. You probably just did a wedding. Okay. Sterling has checked out. He's probably mad at me. My face is starting to get shiny and I'm going to go eat some cheese. I love you, Carrie Ann. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh, yeah, I'm doing that podcast. I already forgot. Jeez, I've got a lot of problems. And then I also, Laura, also, I will be on tomorrow, our regular show, of course. Not going to skip that. So we'll do the podcast. We'll do a show. Love you, Brian Lucas. Love you all. Lumen remembers Laura's boobs. That's saying a lot. I think we all remembers Laura's boobs. We should post a picture of Laura's boobs in memory because they were good. That was a good set that she had. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. And I think I've said too much. We're going to end there because I'm frightened. Just because I overdo it every time. And I can't believe you guys stick around for it. But I appreciate it so much. And I love you all. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you. Thank you, Franklin. Leslie Martin, I love you. Thank you for becoming members. That was amazing. And for all the super chats and wisdom. Love you guys. Please, yeah, Laura, post a good picture of your boobs in the Facebook group. Thanks, girl. If you don't mind. Thank you so much. All right, guys, here comes Fred, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you all.